Well, it's been a while since I've done one of these things, so let's get back to it. Scrolling all the way back to February, we got 28 years later, The Bone Temple. I'm not going to bother with warning you about spoilers because it's been 3 months now. It's already on DVD, and if you haven't seen it, fuck you, that's your problem. Best segment of the 28 Days franchise, and by far the best zombie movie I've seen in years. Superb acting, courtesy of Ralph this fucking guy, and Jack O'Connell, and a special shout out to Samson. I don't need to explain why, because the movie's been out for months, and if you haven't seen it, well, that's your fucking problem then. After that is Send Help. Genuinely did not care for this movie. I feel absolutely nothing towards it, which really sucks, because I'm a huge fan of Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell, and I wanted to leave the theater with my expectations exceeded. Is that even a word? Yeah, I wanted to leave the theater saying that was a good movie, but nope, that didn't happen. I walked into the movie not really giving a shit, walked out of the movie not giving a shit. Only really good qualities is Sam Raimi, obviously, the Bruce Campbell cameo, the acting. You can never go can't go wrong with the acting. If the acting is good, fuck you, I'm gonna continue. And you know what? I'll be honest, because again, it's been a couple of months. I've seen this on Walmart shelves, so spoilers I don't really care about, but yeah, once Rachel McAdams saw the rescue ship on the other side of the island and said, "Nope," that's when I lost sympathy for the bitch. Like, not the actress, the character. Like I said, I gave no shits about this movie, and as soon as that scene happened, I said, that bitch needs to fucking die. Fast forwarding to whenever the fuck this movie came out. The Super Mario Galaxy movie. Some people say this movie wasn't very good, but I say those people can go fuck themselves. This movie was so much fun that I actually forgot that I was sick while I was watching it. The directors actually said, not only are we going to make you think a overused trope is going to happen in this movie, but we're going to make you think this 3 times over. Next up, we got Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say it right from the start. I actually don't care about Brendan Fraser's mummy movies. I like them as an actor, but that's about it. So that being said, I like this movie better. Now, I'd like to point out that this movie centers around a family as they are starting to realize there's some funky shit going around. You probably saw the trailers. Now, in most films I've seen with this premise, it's always the same, where the dad is the one in denial of all the spooky shit going around, and the mom's the smart one trying to figure it all out up until the very end. This movie, I'm glad they didn't do that. Nice to see the mom be the dumbass for once, and the dad knowing something's up. Next, we got Mortal Kombat 2. I had a joke planned out for this one, but I really can't get the wording right, so I'll just come out and say it. Fuck you, Cole Young. I'm glad you're dead, and I think the whole fandom is too. When you died, the only thing I was sad about was that your hot wife was going to be a widow, and we weren't going to see your actor anymore. But hey, maybe they can recast him as Kenshi in the future. Now, next up, we have Obsession. I don't freak out easily. This movie freaked me out, from beginning to end. And when I wasn't busy being disturbed by what I saw, I was rocking back and forth in my seat and cringing at every bad decision the main guy did. Now, I'm about to give you some spoilers, so if you don't really want to be spoiled because you haven't seen the movie yet, because it's probably still out in theaters, skip ahead. Are they gone? Alright, cool. As Bear's unofficial defense attorney, I have to say, not everything that happened in this movie was entirely his fault. Yes, he may have wished for Nikki to love him more than anything, but if we recall from the actual scene, he did not believe it was going to work and only wished it out of fuck it. You know what I'm talking about. You've been in those days, you just do something because fuck it and you don't expect anything to happen. That was this moment. Now, my next piece of evidence, and this one is more crucial. We find out that Bear's friend, Ian, has been hooking up with Nikki for 2 years on and off. However, Ian, at the beginning of the movie, was trying to encourage him to ask her out. Sarah, the other friend who liked Bear, she also knew this, but kept to herself about it. And she was told by Nikki earlier that Nikki sees him as a brother, or a friend, one of the two, but she does not like him romantically or sexually. Had these two characters come clean to him in the beginning, none of this would have happened. So basically, in a nutshell, 3 people died and 1 woman was traumatized because one dumbass was denied critical, need-to-know information. Finally, we have The Mandalorian and Grogu. Now, I'm going to start off by saying I did not intend to see this movie in theaters, but my dad, being the Star Wars fan, said he'd pay for it, and I'm not going to pass up a free movie, so I went. This was the first Star Wars movie I saw since The Rise of Skywalker. So I had to upchuck there for a second. This was the first I can't even talk. Fuck. Anyway, this movie. Now, people may be bashing the movie, and you know what? At this point, fair enough. Do whatever you want. But I liked this movie. This was pretty good. It was still very Star Wars-y, but it was its own thing at the same time. And where do I begin? And Rata the Hutt. Oh, by the way, I don't care about spoiling this movie. If you haven't seen it, I really don't care. Fuck you. Anyway, because it's Star Wars. Anyway, Rata the Hutt, best part of the whole movie. Not just Sorry, I had to cut out a whole bit of audio because I had a seizure there. Sorry about that. But anyway, Mandalorian and Grogu, good movie, 8 out of 10, 4 stars, fresh, Rotten Tomato, all the IMDb bullshit. Yeah. So go see the movie because for 3 things: Baby Yoda, Buff Hutt, and some other third thing.